Well, today is a big day for William Shatner. Later, the Star Trek actor, famous for playing Captain Kirk, will boldly go where only a few have been before: space. The 90-year-old will become the oldest person ever to fly into orbit when he forms part of a four-man crew aboard the Jeff Bezos-owned New Shepard rocket. Our Los Angeles correspondent Sophie Long has been following his final preparations.
I'm going up into space. I don't know how many people can say that. It's life-changing in its way.
Interest in space exploration has waned over the last few decades. The fact that William Shatner is making this journey has renewed some of that sense of wonder.
There is an adventure in my life that I would not have had I not done this. And it looks like there's a great deal of curiosity about this fictional character, Captain Kirk, going into space.
For those who've never watched an episode of Star Trek, here's why.
Captain Kirk is possibly one of the most known, iconic, mythological characters in our sort of collective pop culture. And the idea that the man that portrayed this daring captain, pushing us to the limits of our knowledge and exploring the deepest frontiers of space, gets to go into space himself, it just makes me laugh. I wish William Shatner the best of luck on his voyage.
It's reignited interest in space travel and also in the series that broke so many boundaries all those decades ago.
In the original series, you had a black woman and an Asian American man in space during the civil rights movement. In these ways, Star Trek has always pushed a more progressive vision of inclusion. Whatever the conversation is at the time, it pushes that forward, and it says, look at what we could do if we worked together.
Over the years, Trekkers and Trekkies have found much to bond over, including their own language.
I was hoping I might be able to learn a few phrases. Do you think that's a bit ambitious or not?
I think if you have the desire, then we can make it happen. And as it happens, here and now, you have your very own personal Klingon language coach.
How about, this might be a nice one. He's going to be a rocket man.
So Hongor Nuvmoj.
Hongor
He's
Nuvmoj.
becoming a rocket man.
Hongor.
Hor. So say G.
G.
Now say G, 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 G.
G, 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 G.
Now make a blade of your hand and lightly, because I don't know what the BBC insurance is like, lightly, as you say G, 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 bounce it against your throat. G, 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 G. You're doing it. That's the R sound. So Hongor Nuvmoj.
Hongor Nuvmoj.
Becoming a rocket man.
Yeah, I'm confident I'm going to be able to practice that one.
A little more tricky than I thought. If all goes according to plan, he won't be exploring strange new worlds or making first contact with new life forms. But William Shatner's historic flight to space will be extraordinary for science, for pop culture, for the future of space travel, and for him.
We're just at the beginning, but how miraculous that beginning is, and how extraordinary it is to be part of that beginning. There is this mystique of being in space and that much closer to the stars and being weightless. I shall be entranced by the view of space.
Sophie Long, BBC News, West Texas.